The business Pompadour. To start the business Pompadour, we will start with the partition. We'll be doing a horseshoe shape, looking at the flat areas and deciding which one area we want to do that based on the density of the hair. To start out the first fade line, we'll be using our number 3 detachable clipper. I choose number 3 because it's going to be a good way to have enough length. And what I'm going to be using is my clipper going all the way straight up, creating a slightly graduation at the top. Good thing about the detachable clippers that they will remove all the hair very quickly, very clean. If the client already has the hair all short like that, you don't have to worry about this. On this area, I'll be using the 000 guard on my detachable clippers, and I'll be working with my comb to blend the top area of the graduation. Use your scissor over comb to continue finishing all the blending on this segment of the haircut. For this area, we'll be using the detachable clippers and create a mid-fade. My plastic guard will be at number 1.5. And I'll be removing the hair from the bottom to the top area where I create my line. Very important to create a nice crisp area in between your 3 and your 1.5. So it's very obvious where you're done with one area and beginning of the other. Take your time to make that line very clear. If you notice, I don't flick in too much at the end because my goal is to create this line that is very obvious. I don't want to start fading the hair. To finish over the edge, I'll be using my trimmers on a freeform hand. Make sure you clean very nicely around the ears and the sideburns. To connect, my 1.5 to my 3. I'll be using my 1.5 and I'll be opening it all the way up. This will be create the first area of blending on my fade. Test the line, just go and leave it over about an inch over, and I flick it on the end, so I start blending with my 3 at the end. At this point, when you feel like you already done that segment, grab your clippers and use your leverage, move it to the halfway, so now you're halfway into your fade. And versus going all the way to the 1 inch right now, just go half of that, about half an inch. Keep flicking a little on the top so you can do that blending to your previous guy. To finish it out, just completely close the clipper and finish it off the edge. For this is better if you use and leave it flat and sometimes the corners to blend everything. To master the fade, you must learn how to use the leverage on the clipper by opening and keep closing it and keep closing it until it's totally closed. Start from 1 inch to a half an inch to the edge. I get it all open all the way and I just do long strokes in case I missed any hair. To cut the part on the top, I'll be using condensed cutting and then I'll form the going incremented from short to long. I'll be using the 2-comb technique for this to allow me to actually be able to get this work quickly done and actually in a fashion that is going to make it very exciting for the customer. It's a great way to cut the hair very quickly. Compress the hair into the 2 combs. Take your time to comb it properly. Then when you have it locked in on the combs, from short to long, cut from the back to the front. At this point, I will be splitting the hair on the middle or on the part based on what the client needs. And I'll be connecting the back from the longest part of our graduation all the way up straight using our French graduation. As you see, I'm moving the guy on the right to the previous guy on the center and the guy on the left to the previous guy in the center. Comb the hair in natural fall right now on the sides and cut the line that you decide to have in between short to long. I'll be using a disconnected freeform cutting. I can use a straight blade or I can point cut it. I suggest to use point cutting at this point to make it more blended. Could do it longer on the front, short on the front. You're just connecting the choosing guide that you want on the front to the previous guide that you already cut on the back. Repeat on the other side. To style this look, we'll be using clay. Clay is a great product to add some volume and texture to the hair. Good thing about this product is that it's very easy to apply, but it will keep the hair matte finish as well. Apply the product all well through the hair using your fingers. If you feel like you want to use a comb or a brush, after that it will be a good idea as well. The idea is to keep pushing the hair on the direction that you want and using actually the air on the blow dryer to actually help the hair to go down and lay flat. For an area you want to keep pushing it up so you can actually get some pump out of it. Have your blow dry always follow the brush. This will allow you to control the hair and not create any frizziness on it. So you can see the volume we're getting out of the clay on this hair. Volume and control. This is our tailoring segment on the haircut. When we cut the hair on wet, we cut a pattern. When we're using the thinning shears, we're actually using a blending technique. This is a directional technique. It's basically like you're running your fingers through and you're just basically using the scissors on the direction of the haircut. Takes only with the edge of the hair on the ends and makes it blended, but with a direction. It's the part of the scissors with the teeth on the top and the straight blade on the bottom. Do some scissor over comb technique to blend the crown area. All of this detail work will make the hairstyle to be able to fix easier. The customer will really enjoy this. And now I'm just texturizing on the ends as well by giving them some direction. A lot of times how you use the scissors makes a big difference on what you get out of the haircut. At this point I'm using a little bit more on the middle. So this is actually helping me out to actually remove some bulk. When you put the scissors on the ends, it blends the ends. When you put it on the middle, it takes bulk. When you put it really close to the roots, it adds more volume to it. So don't just use the thinning shears just randomly, just have a purpose on it. Same thing with the direction that you cut, the angle that you cut on the scissors will make a big difference. To finish it up, we'll be using wax. Wax is one of my new favorites. Good thing about wax is that naturally it does use some oil on it, so this is not a water soluble product. So if you like to exercise, you like to go to the gym, or you are in a humid area when there's a lot of moisture on it, this product actually will allow you to keep the style through longer time than any other water soluble, and they'll break down with the sweat or with the moisture. Check out the direction you can give on the hair, the texture, the volume. You can make it spiky, you can make it smooth. This one is just to get you a little more like a finish, more like messy finish on this look. So it is a pump, but now you can see it's like really stylable pump. You just let the client walk like this and be just fine. Put on your hairspray and finish it off. Change a little bit, I'm going to force the bangs down a little bit more so it doesn't look like a pump all the way back. A little bit of the brushing down just to force it down a little more. See how I use the air direction down to push the bangs down. If you like to have your clients looking great, you must use some products to fix the hair, and you must teach them how to use those products to fix their hair. That is your walking billboard. That's how you're going to build your business based on reputation. Your clients have to look great, so you look great. Using my brushes to finish it off and smooth the hair a little more, and hairspray to finish it off. Obviously, if you take the time to make this style, it will just be better if you just finish it off with only hairspray just to lock the style in. The customer will like how it lasts for a long time, and actually they might pick and use to use those products, which allow them to keep the style looking longer, better. There you have it. the business pump.